You've probably noticed that all around the San Jose metro area, new townhome communities are popping up left and right. From Milpitas to Morgan Hill, we're seeing cranes, construction fences, new models opening up every month. And that's actually a really good thing for buyers right now because not only do townhomes give you more variety and options to choose from, but they've also become one of the smartest buys in today's marketplace right now. So let's talk about why. Hi, I'm Steve Moon of the Steve Moon Group, your San Jose realtor. And on this channel, we talk about everything that's real estate and in and around the San Jose metro area. So, welcome. Let's be honest, single family homes in Silicon Valley have gotten out of reach for a lot of home buyers. Prices, maintenance, competition, it's all intense. But townhomes bridge that gap. They're consistently more affordable, yet they give you that home feel, just without that huge price tag. For example, I recently talked to a buyer who had a budget of 1.2 million. And in most parts of San Jose, that'll get you maybe a smaller single family home built in the 50s and 60s, something that probably will need hundreds of thousands of dollars in upgrade. And let's face it, it's not going to be in the best of neighborhoods where you would feel proud to invite over your friends or family. But that same budget landed them a newer, nearly 2,000 square foot townhome with modern finishes, energy efficient features, and a bright open layout. It's newer, it's cleaner, it's move-in ready, and no worrying about old plumbing or old electrical wiring issues. So when you look at it from a value perspective, townhomes let you stretch your budget and still live in an area that where you actually would want to live in. And that's big. A lot of people love the idea of owning a home, but they don't really love the idea of spending every weekend doing yard or maintenance work or fixing things around the property or paying someone to have to do all of that. That's where townhomes actually really shine. Most townhome communities have a homeowners association or HOA, and that HOA takes care of all of the exterior stuff, the roof, the siding or stucco, the landscaping, and even painting in many cases. You're only responsible for the interior. And that's a huge relief, especially for first time buyers or for busy professionals. I had one client move into a newer townhome community in Berryessa. She was a traveling nurse who told me that it was such a game changer for her not having to worry about fixing things or having to hire and deal with gardeners and other types of people. She could travel for work, come home, and everything outside was just handled, right? Nothing to worry about. So she could focus on work and making more money. So if you value your time and want a more lock and leave type of a lifestyle, townhomes give you that perfect type of freedom. A lot of buyers think of their first home as their forever home. But the truth is, most people move within the first 7 to 10 years. That's why a townhome can be such a smart move. It's a way to get into the market, start building equity, and position yourself for your next move. So let's say that you buy a townhome today, live in it for a few years, and build some serious equity as prices start to appreciate. And down the road, when you're ready for more space or a single family home with some backyard space, that equity becomes your down payment. That's how a majority of homeowners in the Bay Area can afford to upgrade their homes. Their salaries rarely cover the price difference. It's almost always that equity accumulation that does all of the heavy lifting to keep the monthly mortgage payments more manageable. Or if you decide to keep it, townhomes also make fantastic rentals. And it's because the HOA takes care of all of the exterior headaches. They're easier to maintain than obviously detached homes. So you can upgrade to the next property and keep the townhome as an investment without the headache and the pain of managing the exterior maintenance. It's a flexible way to build long term wealth, starting with a smaller and more manageable first step. Sometimes buyers think that townhomes and condos are basically the same thing, but they're really not. A condo is usually one level, stacked, a building with neighbors above, below, and on both sides. A townhome, on the other hand, is multi level, usually two or three levels, and you only share the walls and the sides. That means that nobody is living above you or stomping around at 2 o'clock in the morning. You also get a true separation of space. Typically, the bedrooms are upstairs, the living area is sort of in the middle, and garage and entry are on the ground level. It feels much more like a traditional home in terms of separation. And in many of these newer developments, the builders are getting really smart with design, incorporating sound insulation, better floor plans, and much more efficient layouts. So you still get that home experience, but at a fraction of the price of a detached single family home. One of the underrated perks of buying a townhome is what comes with it. A lot of these communities come with amenities that you never could get with a standalone house. Things like a pool, a playground, a nice walking trail, or even co working lounges. It's kind of like getting a little neighborhood lifestyle package built right in. And beyond the amenities, there's also a real sense of community. You get to know your neighbors because of higher chances of running into them and engaging with them. People look out for each other's homes and it feels more connected, which is something that a lot of buyers are craving after the last few years after the pandemic. For young families and professionals and even downsizers, it's a lifestyle that just works with very little hassle. In today's San Jose metro market, we're seeing a wave of new townhome construction. That means there's going to be more inventory, more variety, and more negotiating power for buyers, something that we haven't had much of in recent years. Combine all of that with the fact that they're generally more affordable than single family homes and have less competition. And it's honestly one of the better buying opportunities out there right now. So keep in mind that this buyer friendly market will not last forever, as we're already seeing that the mortgage rates are dropping. You get the newer construction, less maintenance, and great communities, and a solid path to build equity, all in a market that's finally giving buyers a little bit more breathing room. So, if you've been sitting on the fence waiting for that right time to buy, this very well might be that time. And if you're curious about which townhome communities are worth checking out, I can walk you through some of the best ones in the South Bay. Places with great builders, solid appreciation potential, and reasonable HOA fees. Just ping me. I hope you picked up a couple of nuggets from the video and can apply them to your particular situation. So, have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next video.